that you did a lot of research with who you wanted to partner with in your next career summit. A lot of executives don't even know that career management firms exist. Tell us a little bit why you decided to go with Browning Associates.
For me, I was a mid-level executive at a large organization like Intel's. I had a great vocational pedigree, much to the my benefit, but really because of all the wonderful people that I got to work with at that company at Intel, and my professional network. So sitting there, I knew I had an upward trajectory, but I didn't know who I needed to partner with in order to achieve it, because I knew there were blind spots. Otherwise, it wouldn't be blind. And so looking around, I was trying to find an organization that was small enough to be custom for what I wanted to go after, which was a very unique position, but broad enough to have a large set of existing clients and networks that I could tap into that were outside of my networks that I had built myself. And I wanted a really professional experience. I didn't want a coach necessarily that was just there to help encourage me. I didn't want to go do a resume fix or just a digital footprint fix. I wanted a complete house. I wanted everything done and looked at from a third-party perspective, because I'd been looking for a while and I knew that my target was very small, my site picture was very small, and I knew I needed to have a professional organization that was a full person service to be able to go basically attain that very specific goal that I had. And so I looked around, I found Browning online, and then we connected through Mike and some others. And it was in those initial conversations that the professionalism, Britt, that you brought, as well as the rest of the Browning team, became very apparent. And the customization, and then for me, very specifically, the fact that Browning has an alignment with my particular faith also helped me. And that was because I believe very firmly that you can't separate faith from a person's actions, and it needs to be wholly encompassed. It doesn't have to be overwhelming, of course. It doesn't have to be, like in your face offensive, but it is a part of who we are. And so that was also very important for me. I have signed to go be the head of artificial intelligence for SailPoint Technologies. They are an identity security company, and very excited to go there. And thank you, Britt, so much for your help in finding the right role.
And you are now an advisory board member at Browning Associates. So you're going to be a familiar face, which is great because I know that you're a phenomenal networker as well. If you were to give anybody a piece of advice, an executive out there, a piece of advice, if they're considering working with a coach, advisor, and a firm like Browning Associates, what would you tell them?
There is no substitute for hard work. It takes a lot of time. It's not going to be handed to you. Even if you have such a full service organization and a professional like Britt and Browning behind you, there's no substitute for getting on the phone and engaging with people and growing your network and putting the time in. It's really what it comes down to, in my opinion.
Amen.